Makamu wa Rais wa Tanzania Dr. Mpango ametoa rai kwa washiriki wa mkutano wa wakuu wa nchi za Afrika kujadili namna bora ya kuwezesha rasilimali watu, hasa vijana, ili kuchochea ukuaji wa maendeleo na uchumi. Hayo ameyasema mapema hii leo Julai 25 jijini Dar es Salaam, wakati akifungua kikao cha kiufundi kilichowakutanisha mawaziri mbalimbali kutoka nchi za Afrika chenye lengo la kujadili mtaji wa rasilimali watu, kilichofanyika ukumbi wa mikutano wa Julius Nyerere. Makamu huyo amesema kuwa nchi zinapaswa kutafuta namna bora ya kuboresha nguvu kazi kwa sababu mafanikio ya maendeleo duniani kote inategemea rasilimali watu.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, allow me to throw a few thoughts that I find to be necessary for unlocking human capital potential in our continent. First, given the limited fiscal space of most African countries, I am of the view that regional and multilateral financial institutions need to do more to devise innovative financing solutions in support of Africa's drive to accelerate human capital development. We should all note that human capital investment is long-term in nature and therefore requires low-cost financing with low-term maturity. Second, the private sector is a key beneficiary of human capital development efforts, and I therefore call upon this meeting to discuss on how best the private sector could be motivated to actively collaborate with governments as co-sponsors and co-producers of quality human capital. And third, I firmly believe that our training institutions, being key players in human capital development, can and should help the continent bolster local capacities to effectively manage and exploit our natural resource endowment. It is an irony that the continent spends much of its financial resources to improve knowledge for harnessing our own natural resource wealth. African training institutions should therefore reposition themselves and collaborate amongst themselves to produce homegrown solutions to Africa's challenges. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, under the African Union Agenda 2063, the continent has made human capital development one of its primary flagship themes. This theme is centered on improving access to healthcare and education for all people, advancing gender equality, empowering women, and developing the necessary skills and competencies for growth and transformation of the continent. By 2025, the African Union hopes to have at least 70% of African children enrolled in pre-primary education, while also prioritizing investments in tertiary and higher education, as well as technical and vocational training programs. That means we have a very short time left to deliver. I therefore wish to take this opportunity to encourage all of us to take advantage of this forum to learn, share experiences, network, and search for opportunities to lift up Africa's stock of quality human capital, which is very critical for realizing the Africa we want. With these remarks, I'm very pleased to announce that the technical session of the Summit on Human Capital is now officially launched. And I thank you for your kind attention. Asante sana. The theme of this summit, that is accelerating Africa's economic growth, boosting youth productivity by improving learning, skills, and productivity of youth, reminds us of the potentials of our youth to invigorate economic advancement in our countries if we carefully invest in their education, skills, and aspirations. It is our expectation that the summit will in earnest work to achieve this noble goal.
Nae Waziri wa Fedha Dk.Mwigulu Nchemba amesema serikali ilitambulisha sera ya elimu bure kwa shule za msingi na sekondari, hali iliyochochea ongezeko la 80% ya wanafunzi kuongezeka kwa kujiandikisha shuleni. Pia ameipongeza serikali ya Tanzania kwa kupiga hatua mbalimbali ili kulinda rasilimali watu katika sekta ya afya na kutoa mafunzo mbalimbali.
Your Excellency, Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2016, the government introduced a free basic education policy making, marking a pre-primary, primary, and lower secondary education, free, waiving all the registration exam fees. The policy has attributed to an immediate increase in enrollment by over 38% in pre-primary enrollment and over 44% in Form 1, and it has also contributed to improving access to education, rapid pace, and improving access for girls. And recently, the government, under her leadership of Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, has included a fee-free at advanced level secondary education to provide more opportunities to youth and accessing advanced education. Your Excellency, Vice President, and my colleague ministers, ladies and gentlemen, in the field of healthcare, we have taken significant intervention to ensure that our citizens have access to quality health services through extensive infrastructure development, particularly in underserved rural areas, and we have expanded health facilities, bringing essential medical care closer to our people. As of now, we have in operation 217 government hospitals, which includes the national, regional, referral hospitals, designated district and specialized hospitals, and also we have 725 dispensaries and 5,719 health centers nationwide.
Kwa upande wake, Naibu Waziri Mkuu kutoka nchini Cape Verde, Dr. Oravo Correia, amesema ili kutatua changamoto ya rasilimali watu, nchi za Afrika zinapaswa kujadili namna ya kupunguza umaskini kwenye nchi zao. Naibu waziri huyo amehitimisha kwa kusema kuwa wanatarajia kuwa na mkutano mwaka 2024 nchini Cape Verde utakaojadili jinsi ya kutokomeza umaskini uliokithiri. Hivyo amependekeza uwe ni utaratibu wa kila nchi kuandaa mkutano huo ili kuhakikisha wanatokomeza umaskini uliokithiri Afrika. Mohamed Ulongo, Mtanzania Digital.